What's going on, everybody? Nick596 here, and today I'm making a new video. I see everyone liked the video of my last time playing NHL 17 yesterday, but I'm gonna do another video of this time it's Vancouver Canucks versus the Buffalo Sabres, and this game is actually gonna happen tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. And right now, I want to get my taste and my play of what I think is going to happen tonight. Will it be the Buffalo Sabres a win over the Vancouver Canucks tonight? In this game, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna set this game up. We're gonna set it to 5 minutes, and we'll do the real broadcast, and I think we're all set. And again, I'm doing this. This is my stipulation of the Buffalo Sabres versus the Vancouver Canucks tonight at 7:30. And I just like to show this to show that, hey, my version could happen in real life, or if not, then who knows. But I mean, I played yesterday the Buffalo Sabres versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Buffalo Sabres won in real life too. But again, who knows? We'll find out right here coming up between the Buffalo Sabres and the Vancouver Canucks.
Greetings from Buffalo, everyone, along with Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro in just a moment. I'm Mike Emrick. Coming into this arena, besides the organ-thumping Let's Go Buffalo, what else do you think of here?
Well, I think about the French connection. Gilbert Perreault, Rick Martin, René Robert, and how about Gilbert Perreault, Doc, the 1970 draft pick, #1 overall for the Buffalo Sabres, and he played his entire 17-year career with the Buffalo Sabres.
We direct our attention to the nets and the starting goalies. Lehner's the starter tonight, as the season rolls on. So many hours with the goalie coach, and it's worked for him and for the Sabres. Ryan Miller, a career of brilliance. All-American at Michigan State, outstanding goalie in the AHL with Rochester, outstanding goalie in the NHL with Buffalo, outstanding goalie in the 2010 Olympics for Team USA. Not our observations, those were all awards. It's a wonderful night for hockey. O'Reilly's ready for the opening face-off for the Sabres. Henrik Sedin's ready to draw for the Canucks. The clock is moving. We have started in Buffalo. Nearly grazed the iron on that. And moved down to Ennis. Fires a shot. That shot glanced off the post. Throws it to O'Reilly. Oh, my. Laid on to Eriksson. Gets in, looks over his options here. Taken away. The Sabres up the wing are moving the puck. Carried to the corner boards by O'Reilly. Could not be filtered through. A strong play by Henrik Sedin. Hanging on to it up the wing. Makes that play deep. Carried right through at center. And he steps across the line. Lets it go. Just missed the net.
He was trying to be a little bit too...
He had the goalie beat and hit the iron. Gains the zone and looks over his options. Shoots one. What a save. I was looking for the light to come on. And a whistle. Everything stops except the opinion of this man, Ray Ferraro.
Buffalo's future is paved on the backs of these great young defensemen that they have in their organization. These are real cornerstones to their group.
Okay, Ray, thank you. Quick work on the faceoff. Shot not too strong, pad stop. Buffalo's on the move up the wing. Can make a play from the corner. Rattled deep to Foligno. And a save. Keeps it going up the wing. Nicely into the zone. Slid to Sutter. Muscled long to Tanev. The shot is off. Pointed to Spiza. Hand-eye coordination beats that pass again. And they are in. Fires. Just missed the net with that one.
In this situation, you have to hit the net. Sometimes it's best just to fire it right at the goaltender.
Two guys together with force. Big force.
That was a major league collision.
Shoots one. Got his stick on it. Vancouver's moving the puck through center ice. And angled to Horvat. Not through. The Sabres wheel it up the wing. Carries it to the corner. Wonderful chance was set up and the pass just goes wide. To Burrows. Big drive. Wonderful save with the glove. Good centering pass to the slot. Outstanding point-blank save.
Not a lot of room to score from in that area. Great save. Nice play by the goaltender to freeze it up and get a whistle.
Leonard's able to make an enormous glove save here. The shooter is hanging his head. He thought he had a beat.
A little over 8 minutes left in the first. Still knotted at zeros. A good tie-up on the faceoff. That led to his team getting the puck. It's dumped in. That one goes back in where a goaltender can make this play, not a defenseman or forward. Puck grabbed. What's next? Outstanding save. Just on reputation, you can smell a goal there. Over the years, it's become very common to have games played outdoors. And easy to forget that one of the very first of those was at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing, and Ryan was in goal in a tie against Michigan. He said it was a long trip from the locker room out to the rink because it was in a football stadium.
Took him back to his roots of a...
Wonderful save. He was hovering right over it.
Not often you're all alone in front of the goaltender from this area of the ice. Great save.
The shooter thought he'd made a pretty good shot here, but the goaltender's in good shape. He makes the stop, and he's able to deny the shooter on what he thought was an excellent chance.
Vancouver's got that win. Slides it to the point to Edler. Shoots off the goalpost. What control. Need to get rid of it. Save. And he picks it up. Pitching this one to Chaput. Gets in. What'll he do? Takes it to the corner. Points it. They can't find the target. Big hit. Possession gone.
This was part of their game plan. Be physical.
Puck settled down. Oh, stick save. Skate kick out of the scrum. Looking for room. He froze that just for a break.
They've been under pressure for the last little while. The goalie does the right thing by stopping and freezing the puck. Leonard's made some super saves look extremely easy.
The Sabres with a clean win on the draw. And he motors on between the blue lines.
Reinhardt's got to try to simplify his game there. Just too much stick handling.
He chipped that one off the boards and ahead. Goes back deep for it. Vancouver's on the move in the defensive zone. Nearing the final minute. Right into the slot. Then he holds on. Nice face-off work.
In the first
Buffalo's accelerating on in neutral ice. And that's moved straight up to Foligno. Chip to Spiza. The Canucks lug that along up the wing. First period has come to an end, and the goalies dominated this period of play, 0-0. And let's check out the shots on goal. 8 for the Canucks and 3 for the Sabres. The Sabres are getting a tremendous performance in goal tonight, even though offensively they haven't been strong. He's kept them in here, and here's one example. We'll return after these words.
So after period 1, after the first period, it is 0-0, still 0-0. No one scored. Wow. Buffalo Sabres are getting outshotted. 8-3. Vancouver's outshooting them. And wow, Vancouver has a better time on attack. 3:16 for Vancouver. 2:31 for Buffalo. And then penalties. No one's gotten a penalty yet. Face-offs. Buffalo is winning in face-offs by 1. It's 4-3. No one's gotten breakaways. No one's gotten a short-handed goal. And it's like an even game pretty much, except for shooting-wise. Shooting-wise, it's Vancouver, but it's like an even game. Mostly Vancouver taking over. But if the Sabres can keep winning face-off, they'll get a better chance of setting up and scoring. But if Vancouver can somehow get the face-offs, then they can come back and start setting up, and then they can take over. But as the second period rolls in, we'll just see what happens.
One period played, a second period is about to begin. What do you think of what we've seen so far?
Doc, I know we have no score here, but I thought the period was pretty easy for both goaltenders. So what do the players have to do? Shoot for the middle of the net, maybe look for a second or third chance opportunity. Then they might get a puck up on the board.
Moving it to Henrik Sedin. Boy, he got slashed. There'll be a penalty for that. Looking to headman up the wing. Miller's at the bench. 6 attackers now. And the puck now possessed by Skilly. With a shot. Play is stopped, and now we'll hear the call. Buffalo's got 2 minutes on their penalty total, and this one's for slashing.
He's making like Paul Bunyan out there. That's a 2-minute slash.
The Canucks get their first power play of the game. Vancouver's got it again. That hits somebody. Buffalo's gotten it back out. They check the clock, get ready to defend. Gets in, and he'll look over his options. Picked up by Franson. And he takes the heat off by clearing. And possession seized. Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough.
The goalie makes himself look big.
Miller's athleticism was tested on that wrist shot. That was an excellent scoring chance.
The draw, the tie-up, and his team prevails. He gains the zone. Pass to the shooting position. Big drive. Marvelous save by Leonard. Got a piece of it with the glove. Oh, and the pass wouldn't go. Score! Finally, we have a goal.
You get this close to the goaltender, the puck on your stick, you got to snap it quick.
Man, the top glove, Edzo, was wide open. He drops into a butterfly. You could throw a football in there right now.
Vancouver's had him pinned up in their own end of the ice a lot of chances, and finally a goal. Tied up, but a good reach and a good step in there for possession. Propelled to Gronlund. Looking to Franson. Buffalo's moving it up the wing. Gets across, looks over his options. With a strong wrist shot. He got his pad on it. And he'll hold on.
The Canucks need to acknowledge their goaltender after one of the better saves you will ever see. Somebody get this guy a pass de visual.
We have a winner. Back near the blue line to Bogosian. Oh, that one hit someone on the way. Oh, a close call there.
You have to give yourself a chance. That puck cannot miss the net like that.
Tied up on the boards. Can he clear? And the loose puck brought in by Bogosian. Into the attacking end. The Canucks hopefully shifting from defense to offense in their own end. Up the wing, moving along. Pass. One-timer. Good shot, but a better save. Pointed to Bogosian. Vancouver's organizing back in the defensive zone. Good poke check by Bogosian. Brought ahead towards center. Into the end of attack. Hit by the stick. That's just good fundamental defense. Pitching it to Edler. Pass attempt to Henrik Sedin. Has it in his own end. Passing one off now to Opozo. Gathered up again by Edler. Snapping a pass to Gronlund. Shoots one. Didn't get through. What a save.
A missed opportunity from this close in.
Puck is thrown. Skill play by Kane. Tries to get it on net. Puck covered, whistle blown.
Miller's made a textbook stop here. He's in good shape positionally. He makes the save, and he makes it look really easy.
Possession established. Good reach there. Villegas looking to make a play from his own end towards center. The Sabres in their own end in possession. Up the wing and still with it. And that's an offside. And they've won the neutral zone faceoff. Right near the line, can he keep it going? Great poke check. A cover and play is stopped.
Pretty routine stop. You can see why everybody learns the butterfly when they're a young kid. Takes away the bottom of the net.
Under 7 minutes left to go here in the second. Only one goal hanging on the board so far. So it's 1-0. Hammers one. Tripped up on the play, and there will be a penalty. From the outside. Can't get it on net. The Canucks have their goalie at the bench, and they've replaced him on this delayed call. The Sabres get a 2-minute penalty for tripping.
Well, in desperation mode, all he was trying to do was sweep the puck away, but unfortunately caught the player's skates.
The Canucks go on the power play again. They have connected once already. Vancouver's quick on the draw. Fires. Oh, what a terrific save in close.
You talk about cutting down the angle. Perfectly executed by the goaltender.
Able to take the pressure off by clearing it back out. And snapped up by Berchi. The Canucks ready in attack back in the defensive zone. It's an onside play. Loose puck gathered by Georges. He's kept it in. Keeps the pressure on. Great take, dangerous area. Buffalo's in their own end and in control of the puck. Vancouver seeing the penalty clock bleeding down to the last few seconds. And he gains the zone. Buffalo's gotten back even. Penalty kill. Oh, save! He covers, and a face-off will follow.
I don't know how the shooter can do much more than that. The goaltender made an excellent save on a great bid for goal.
Good clean win. Oh, what a chance, what a save. On to Eichel. Gains the blue line. Nice work by Eriksson. A terrific job on the cut pass. And worked up the wing to Foligno. Puck loose, now picked up. Scrum over, puck kicked. Good try there. Laid on to Eriksson. Slid to Chaput. Nearing the last minute of this middle period.
Routine stop for the goaltender. The shooter's going to have to do a much better job challenging him.
The Sabres with a face-off win. Buffalo's setting things up at center. And he dumps it in. Chip to Carrier. Moves up the wing. Thrown in. And possession once again by Franson. Propelled to Carrier. Ripper paddled aside. The second period has been played, and that's the fun part. We now look forward to the third. Shots on goal can be deceptive. You decide whether they are in this game or not. 16 for Vancouver and 8 for Buffalo. The Canucks broke the tie seemingly a long time ago, and they rode it out, but so did their opposition. Strong defense played as we had to break.
So after 2 periods played, after the second period, Vancouver's the only one that has scored a goal, and they are really outshooting the Sabres by 8. It is 16-8 for Vancouver over the Sabres. And right now, time on attack, it is Vancouver taking it big time. 5:48 for Vancouver and 4 minutes exactly for the Buffalo Sabres. And the Vancouver Canucks have 2 power plays connected on one of them, and the other one they didn't. So they had 3 minutes and 38 seconds total for power play minutes. And the face-off percentages, now Vancouver is leading 12-6 in face-offs, and that's probably why they have the 1-0 lead right now. I mean, Sabres were winning in some aspect, but now it's just all Vancouver. They're just walking all over them. But we're going to see what happens. Can Vancouver build the lead, or will Buffalo come back and they take the lead and build on it? We'll find out as the third period happens coming up next.
40 minutes down, at least 20 minutes to go. What are your thoughts so far?
Buffalo's had very little time of possession, Doc. They've been outplayed in that category big time, but they're still in this game. One shot, and they're right in it.
It is the third period, the regulation time period, and we are underway. Great opportunity, but the pass didn't connect. Right near the line. Shoot. Oh, that was close. What a reaction save.
Terrific stop from right in front of the net, but you got to find a way to put the puck in the net.
Well, the shooter's pretty disappointed, guys. He delivered that puck quickly. It was accurate, yet the goaltender was just better than him on the wrist shot.
Good job on the draw. Now it's directed to Eriksson. He's in on an onside play. Big chance here. What a save by Leonard. Directing that one to Ennis. Offensive possession here. He covers and holds on.
This is frustrating. The goaltender makes a save by getting just a chunk of the shot.
Henrik Sedin's won again, and so is his team. Everything's good there. Vancouver's carrying on up the wing. A shot and a save. Great job stopping and holding. On to Daniel Sedin. What a point-blank shot. Nearly grazed the iron on that.
Right idea, but he just missed the net.
Carried to the corner by Opozo. Trying to go to Henrik Sedin. Gains the zone. Laid on to Ristolainen. Hard work on the boards and glass. Oh, and a missed pass, and the puck goes out. The Sabres are moving the puck in their own end. Pitching this one to Reinhart. Around to the corner. Lets it go. Outstanding save. What magic to even get the shot away.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
Great poke check. Kicked out of the scrum. Slid to Sutter. What a move on that one with the stick. Score!
Sutter's skating got him to the front of the net and was able to put in that second chance opportunity.
Pucks to the net need to be deflected into the corner. Because the goaltender can't do that, the goal scorer is able to pounce on the rebound.
Vancouver's got that neutral zone faceoff. Possession taken up by Franson. Moving it to Kane. Lots on that to Bogosian. And snap to Franson. Lightning in that glove. And he freezes for the whistle. I think it's time we hear from Ray Ferraro.
Buffalo's going to rue these missed chances. They've had so many from good spots on the ice. They've missed the net so many times. They've done nothing but hurt themselves.
No, thanks, Ray. I agree. It's amazing how close they have come and then just not gotten on the board. You wonder if that luck's going to continue. Strong play on that faceoff. You have to be strong to hold that other guy off. Looking to Tanev. Moved along and in. Shoots one. Didn't miss by much.
You know what, Doc? I could see why he missed the net. There was nothing there. He tried to be too fine.
Puck covered, whistle blown. Grabbed, the two centermen tied up, but there was a good reach there. Skate kick out of the scrum. Lugged out of the defensive zone. Buffalo's in control of the puck through center. Slides it to the point to Kane. Wants the shelter of the corner here. Taken over again. Chip to Kane. Score! They're back to within one.
Kane's quick flick of the wrist put this puck in from the high slot.
Absolutely a great shot, Enzo, but the goaltender dropped down just a bit quick, left the top of the net exposed.
The Sabres are now back to within one with the scoring of that goal. And there's plenty of time for one more goal in the third. Neutral zone face-off one. Possession established here. Pitching it to Chaput. Propelled to O'Reilly. Gains the zone.
Time of the goal, 11 minutes.
Pass attempt to Chaput. And he continues with it up the wing. Gathered up by Paul. Moving it on up the wing. And it's a good pickup. The Canucks with possession in center ice. Loose puck regathered by Fall. Passing one off now to Ennis. Gets in. What'll he do? Onside. Vancouver's got it in their own end. On to Henrik Sedin. Wonderful chance was set up and the pass just goes wide. One into another.
Whoa, pick yourself up after that one. That is a big hit.
And the pickup. Snapping a pass to Reinhart. The Sabres want to generate something up the wing. Gathered up again by Eriksson. Picks it up in his own end. Laid on to Daniel Sedin. Great block shot. Puck is thrown to Reinhart. Oh, what a play! The Canucks carrying on in the defensive zone. Gets in, looks over his options here. Got in the way of that one, too. And now it's directed to Foligno.
Last minute of play.
We are in the final minute of what has been a tremendous hockey game. Oh, great cut. And possession has changed. Brilliant move on that pass. Good grab again. Puck covered, whistle blown.
Miller's athleticism is on display. That's an odd man rush against an excellent save.
This next face-off is the largest one this game has seen. Gergensons has lost another draw. Looking to head man or do anything to get it out of the defensive zone. Shot! Wonderful save. What a skill level there.
Seems like he was in too tight on the goaltender.
One-timer. Hit the post with the shot. The Sabres empty their net. He's at the bench. That pass tipped away by the opposition. Sutter's cut through the neutral zone. Net empty. He had a great chance, but he has just missed the net. Directing that one to Kane. At the point, big shot! And that's the end of the game. Two teams battled pretty hard. The Canucks have the win in this one. Boy, they won by a close score, but the shots on goal was a different story.
Yeah, way too close for comfort.
What a terrific game of hockey. Well played by now very tired players. A great time. We hope you enjoyed it. For Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
So it's the end of the game. Vancouver wins 2-1. They took a 2-0 lead. And then towards the end of the third period, it looked like the Buffalo Sabres were going to come back with that goal. And then, who knew? Vancouver kind of built on that lead at first. And then the Sabres were like, no way, we're going to let them finish it. But then they let them finish it. Vancouver took the lead. And they took the game 2-1. Outshooting them 22-14. They had more time on attack. It was 7 minutes and 11 seconds for Vancouver, and for Buffalo it was 6 minutes 49 seconds. And for face-offs it was 19 for Vancouver, 7 for Buffalo. And for penalty minutes, or power play minutes, excuse me, it was 3:38. That was the only power play Vancouver's ever had. And Buffalo lost 2-1, and hopefully it doesn't happen in real life tonight at 7:30. But who knows? Buffalo could lose, Buffalo could win, but this is my stipulation of what I think is going to happen tonight, the real life game. Vancouver versus Buffalo in Buffalo. But yeah, this is Nick Von 96. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for your post notification. So you know when I do a video, it'll pop up on your phones or your computers or whatever. And then hit the like button. Comment on anything you liked. Comment on any teams you want me to play against or you want to see. and I will do that. And yeah, again, Nick 96, and I'm out.